Do you live, breathe, and dream about pizza? Well then, we found your new obsession. Welcome to Smashing Slices, your weekly slice of pizza paradise delivered directly to your ears. Join me, well, not me directly, I'm not your host, but my sometimes funny, but always pizza-obsessed husband, the Pizza Hulk, as he takes you on a mouth-watering journey, giving you an inside look into what makes New Jersey pizza so special. He'll bring you the tantalizing aroma of the freshest pizza reviews, the cheesy drama of pizza making, and the delightful sizzle of discussions with pizza experts. Smashing Slices is not just a podcast. It's a journey in search of that perfect slice, that ideal balance of crust, sauce, and toppings. He's going to explore hidden gems among the countless New Jersey pizza spots, delve deep into the pizza culture, and let's not forget the luscious slices of cheesy goodness that we're all here for. Smashing Slices is your go-to destination for the pizza insight you need. Yep, that's right. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Smash
What's
the
up,
subscribe
everybody?
button.
Welcome to the month of March. You are tuned into another thrilling episode of Smashing Slices with your host, Pizza Hulk. The one and only. All right. Switched up the recording today. We finally got the Rode microphone set up. We are on the phone. We are practicing for the portable, ready to launch at a pizzeria near you. I'm working on trying to figure out within the next 2 weeks, either this week or next week, where we're going to go for the first ever Smashing Slices on the road. It is a very eventful month coming up. We got a couple cool things going on. We are going to 100% touch upon them in this episode. I wanted to start by saying we have the bracket and we have a contest, right? So I have a sponsor that is teaming up with me. I believe I have two. I do not want to make any announcements about that until I have product in hand so that I can show you what we have. One of them is pretty exciting. It'll bring a little spice to the show. The other one will bring a little creativity, if either one of those makes sense to you. Okay? We are going to talk about that as soon as I get product in hand. I reached out to them. They've emailed me that they've sent everything. So we are just waiting for the arrival of said product, and then we will bring it up. We will launch it. We will talk about it. It'll be all over everywhere I got, and we'll go from there. So I've decided finally that enough with all these people making their list, right? So anybody can make a list, anybody can make a bracket, anybody can do anything they want to do, and people run with it. So why not me, right? We're making the first ever Smashing Slices Pod Pizza Madness bracket, okay? 2 brackets. We got 32 participants. I ran through multiple lists to pull every one of these accounts. Every one of these pizzerias was mentioned on some type of list about pizza in New Jersey, okay? I took 32. I would have taken more, but that's just so much more work to put into it. Everybody goes a lot of people do 16. I'm doing 32. 64 would be out of control. If I wasn't doing the slices tracker, there's a chance at 64, but 32 is where we're going to stay. I'm not going to fully break down everything here, every one of these. I'm going to shout out the matchups. This bracket will be launching for fan voting in the Instagram stories on Monday, March 4th, I think that day is, right? I don't know. We are in the wrong month. Monday, March 4th. We're going to flood the stories. Hopefully we get a lot of engagement. Every pizzeria that's involved here shares it, likes it, and, hypes it up because, this is pretty cool. There's a lot of brackets. I understand that, but this one's going to be a little different. This one's going to be a little fun. Okay? 32. They are not ranked. There is no number 1. There is no number 32. Okay? Straight up, 1 through 32. Put it in a bracket maker. I did the bracket maker 10 times so that there is no favoritism or anything about this, okay? 32 pizzerias. Some people are going to be mad at me. I understand that. It's cool. But if you made this bracket, there's a reason you made these brackets, right? Let's jump right into the... let's start off with bracket number 1, which is called the Yikes bracket, right? Like, this thing's got some hitters. The other bracket, woo! All right. So matchups we have are a little crazy. All right, we got Angeloni's against Federici's, thin crust against thin crust, bar pie against bar pie. You can't make it up, right? I've put it in 10 times, like I said, and this is what I got out of it, and this is what we're running with. Angeloni's against Federici's, Pizza Town USA against Ricardo's and Brown's Mill, Coniglio's against Raza. That doesn't even make sense. Coniglio's against Raza, Brick and Dough against Maruca's. We got Thin Crust Central Pete and Elda's against Ava's and Kenilworth. Lolo's Tomato Pies against Nancy's Townhouse. Prima Pizza Kitchen against Conti's. And my number 1 spot, Vinny's Pan Pizza, going against Artie's and Maplewood. Okay, that's one bracket. Okay, that entire thing can shake out. I don't even understand. I like how there's some matchups that are the same style of pizza. Makes it pretty cool on who likes, you know, that Angeloni's Federici's is it's thin crust against thin crust. They're the exact same pizza. It's just which one do you like better. All right, so that's the Yikes bracket. We're going to run that one on Monday morning. Right, we're going to post all those. You're going to fan vote, share, like, tell your friend to tell a friend. That's the Yikes bracket. Okay, bracket number 2 is appropriately named the Holy Shit bracket. Okay, because the matchups in this thing are completely out of control. All right, Di Lorenzo's Tomato Pies against Lodi Pizza. Ralph's in Nutley against Mancini Pizza. Patsy's Tavern against Al Santillo. I couldn't have scripted this any better. Brooklyn Square against Papa's. DeLucha's against, I put him in. He's not on every list, but he made my list because it's my list. We got DeLucha's against Squares and Fair. Rosie's in Point against Kinchley's. Casa de Pizza against the Galley. Oh, man. And the final of that bracket, another bar pie against bar pie. Nelly's against Star Tavern. That is the Holy Shit bracket. We got the Yikes bracket and the Holy Shit. 32 pizzerias. Every single one of these is a heavy hitter. Each one of them can win this thing. Obviously, that's how a bracket goes. Somebody's going to win. But some of these matchups to start out are, there's nobody in here that's the 16 seed. There's no 32nd seed. They're all just listed. They're all seeded. Right? So I could have, put it through the stories to get to these 32. I didn't want to. I took the last week to comb through a couple different pizza lists. This is primarily based off of the NJ Digest Top 40 pizza list. There's probably about 27 of these spots that are listed there. I feel like that's the most credited list. It's also close in number, right? 40. Could have done the NJ.com top 100, but their list is made by pizza style, right? So they talk about crazy toppings and everything. I'm just going as a whole, the whole pizzeria, right? This list is compelling. I've been to, there's maybe, let's see. You know what? Let's talk about it right now. Federici's, I have not been to, right? I have not been to Raza. I have not been to Ava's, Conti's, or Artie's. So that Yikes bracket, I think that was 6. There's 6 spots on that bracket that I haven't been to. Okay. On the holy shit, Mancini Pizza. It's the only spot I haven't been to on that entire bracket. They're the only ones I haven't been to. And that's only because I'm lazy. That's it. The other ones, same thing. My goal is through the month of March is to get to all of these places so that I can officially say that I've been to every spot that is on my list that I made. But to not include some of these people on the list would be silly just because I haven't been there. Right? So we're putting this out there. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday is going to be the way that the rounds are going to be broken down. I just can't. I hope everybody gets behind it. We're going to pump this out. We're going to have, I'm going to put this out there. You could fill out your own bracket if you would like. You could fill out your own bracket, start to finish. Maybe I'll put the email up there. You could email it to thepizzahulk@gmail.com. And if you send me your bracket and you're right, most points, we'll do a point system on it. And the most points, you're going to win a prize. All right. We're going to give away some merch, some of my merch. We're also going to give away some of the sponsors' merch. I'm going to talk to the pizzeria spots that are on this list. I know almost, obviously the 6 I haven't been to, but everybody else I'm friendly with. So we get to that final 4. I'm going to try and raffle off some gift cards to these spots. I don't want to speak prematurely on that, but that's my goal. I want to try and give away something to you guys about checking out these places if you haven't already. And then, like I said, definitely Final 4, whatever Final 4 that breaks out to, I'm going to go to each of them, just give them a little love, give them a little highlight, put them out here. Maybe the winning spot, that's where we're doing a podcast live. We'll do a nice little podcast there. That all leads us into just a little something that I created. I'm doing a slice tracker, right? So it's going to be a contest where, we're approaching Easter and everybody does a little Easter bunny. How many jelly beans are in the bucket or the jar? So March, along with the whole pizza madness, I feel like this is super form-fitting. We're going to do a tracker where you're going to take a guess. I'm going to run it the entire month, so you can follow along and do some math as I post, but I don't always post when I eat pizza, right? So same thing, we have a grand prize for that. I'm giving away, probably the easiest way to do it is, for me, I'm going to give away 2 pieces of merch. So you could take a hoodie and a hat, hoodie, t-shirt, hat, whatever you want. I'm going to put it up. You can pick 2 things off the website. I will have them made and shipped directly to you. I also have 2 sponsors currently already for that. One of them also makes some custom merch. So you're going to get some custom merch from another site. And I have, like I said, I don't want to put it out there before I get it. I want to do a live opening of the product. But right now, we're looking at three prizes, which is pretty awesome. Along the way, if we get anybody else that wants to contribute to it, we're going to put that out there, and I'm just going to keep adding to the prize pool because I think that is super cool. I want to get, obviously the goal of this is to get some sponsors, to get some people behind it, and make this thing get some legs. We're doing pretty good. We're trending well. There's a lot of support out there from a lot of people, and I can't thank you all enough. March, we're also traveling a little bit, doing a couple more guest appearances on some podcasts, which is super exciting for me. So I could see how other people have their setup. Right? I'm very confident in my home setup. When I'm sitting down here, I'm very confident in this. Got the camera today. Like I said, we're working off the iPhone and the gimbal. We have the microphone. If I roll out on the road, I have 2 of these microphones. So I get one, my guest gets another. But I don't have, this is an audio recorder on the road. It takes all the information. Then I upload it to the computer. Same with the phone, obviously. We just upload that. I don't have, a lot of people use like an audio tracker where you just go headphone right into it. I don't have that set up yet. So if I show up, we're just talking, and if it's loud, it's loud. We have to edit out some background noise as we go. But I want to see more of what people are offering. I don't want to jump right into something. Ooh, whole can's breaking apart. I don't want to jump right in as I do all the time. I just fly by the seat of my pants, and I'm gonna go, spend $200-$300 on an audio recorder that I don't necessarily need right now, and I don't want to do that. Well, there's some other crazy news going on. What else can we talk about in the pizza world? Nothing crazy. I don't think so. Sports world, NFL draft's coming up. That's a good time. Obviously, you guys all know I make the ice cream at Holston's in Bloomfield. We were famous before the Sopranos, but the Sopranos obviously is super gigantically huge. We are 3-time NewJersey.com best pizza in New Jersey, but we are currently going through a little renovation process, and we are auctioning off the Sopranos booth from the final scene of the greatest television show, and according to many, many, many people. So that's a pretty riveting. That's made for a good day so far. That's a crazy little thing they're auctioning off. It's like, $34,000 for this thing. There's like 4 days left in this auction. I think it's going to get super crazy, hit $100,000. I definitely think somebody's going to pay that. You're going to see this thing go, it's going to scorched earth, I think. It's just something that, needs to be done at the restaurant. Just updating, and, got to preserve what you can. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. I think it's crazy. I think it's wild. Hopefully it falls in the right hands of somebody that's worthy of it. I will say that I reached out to the Not Today pod, right? That's Jamie Lynn Sigler and Robert Eiler. Told them that they should make a bid. They should buy that thing and run their podcast from it. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I want to just I don't know. The fan voting. Frozen pizza was one of the topics today. I love a frozen pizza. I am a DiGiorno thin crust guy. That is my frozen pizza of choice. I do have a Rayo's pie in the freezer. That's brand new. Haven't had that yet, but the DiGiorno thin crust is my go-to, just because that's the style of pizza that I prefer over everything else. Is just the thin. It's always pretty crispy. It's square. I always cut it. I always cut it differently. I always cut it in, triangles. Sometimes I just cut it in like 4 big slices. But yeah, I should have been way more prepared for this episode. I'm not going to lie to you. Show notes and all that. I'm seat of my pants sometimes. Seat of my pants. So we are on Spotify. We are on YouTube. Apple, there's a chance that this episode makes an appearance on the Apple podcast. They finally sent me over the little code that I was waiting for that just never appeared. What else can we talk about? We could talk about Jordans. Jordan 4 breads came out. I did not hit on those on the app. I did not get those. I don't know if I like them that much. I have the 2019 version of the bread 4s. I don't know. Hit or miss. People talked about these are awesome. The design of them is slightly different. They're based off of the SB4 Dunks, which was the 2023 sneaker of the year. I do not have those. They are on every single list I have that has a sneaker on it. They are on it. They are amazing. I want them. Also, I did get a pair of... they're just black and white. They are not next to me. They're on the other side of the wall over here. Trying to put some crazy shoelaces in it, but I don't have any. I got an orange. I want orange and white. Nothing too spectacular. I don't understand why shoelaces are so much money. They're crazy. When you try and get them on a website, why are they so much money? It's a shoelace. They're very, very expensive. The microphone. I'm not using this microphone right now, but the arm on it is a little crazy. It just kind of snapped down at me here. We are going end of March. We're going out to Pennsylvania for yet another podcast out there. I was just on a released episode from my man Sleevy G. That was pretty good. That was a fun time recording. I want to try to take a trip, not in the near future, I don't think. I want to get out to Los Angeles. It's high on my list of destinations. I want to go to Secret Pizza LA. He is a Jersey boy out there in LA slinging some crazy looking pizzas. I want to get out to him. Also, I want to go to Hot Tongue. Hot Tongue has a podcast called Pie to Pie. I'm trying to go through and watch every one of their episodes because I like their approach and how they are on it. I'm working on my own little list. I want to do kind of like a 6-pack of questions for when I'm out there, out on the streets with actual, pizza shops. I'm trying to come up with a 6-pack. It just sounds cool. 6-pack of questions. I have probably 4 of the questions. I'm going to put it out there in the stories, obviously, just to, what else should we talk about when I'm there? I have some questions. What else are we doing? We sent out some merch recently. Just everything was printed. Everything was made. I don't think I have anything else laying around down here. Everything. We only have, maybe, I think they're right there. I got about 5 left of the comic book. That was a really nice run. My buddy Antonio, he hooked that up, obviously. I'm trying to piece together a second version of it. I want to have 4 versions for the year. I want to just make it like a little bit of a rotating series. I think it's kind of cool. We're going to have a small run, same as the original run. Right now, we're debating if that's going to be the Pizza Hulk baseball sponsorship. If we're going to change it up, I want to add a bat and some balls. I think the kids would get a kick out of having a comic book on their jersey front. That is something that is pretty cool. I've always told my son that as long as I coach him and as long as I can coach him, I will sponsor the team. And baseball is that one sport where that front of that jersey, we can put anything we want. I told him he'll never have the same uniform. It'll always be something different. And I think all the kids would 100% get a kick out of having that comic book on the front. So we're trying to come up with a little baseball scene for that. The summer, I don't really know what it's going to bring. I want to have a cover for that as well. And then, fall, winter. Baseball would be the added, maybe just for the kids and the coaches. We are in the process of making the Pizza Hulk a legitimate LLC, a legitimate business. That is in the works as we speak, waiting on all the final, documents and everything from the state of New Jersey so that I can be an actual real working business. I've always wanted to own my own business. That is pretty cool. Even though I'm just a pizza guy, owning my own business seems pretty cool. It's something that I can, makes you feel official, makes you feel, real and legit. Get that little credit card that says, Pizza Hulk on it. That's pretty cool. Makes me feel good. Also, looking at this, we need a beer trim. That's pretty cool. What else? I wish it's a little trickier, This setup today on the phone, I feel like I've made a lot more eye contact with you. Talking on the phone. Yeah, Pizza Madness. Let's check out. I got some notes here on the computer. Pizza Madness, the Slice Tracker, sponsorship. That's coming. Like I said, it's going to make an appearance on here. It's going to make the wall. Yeah, I feel like my biggest thing about this entire episode was just getting out that, pizza bracket. The holy shit and the yikes bracket. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna post up about it all weekend long, leading into Monday. Monday morning is gonna be the yikes bracket, and the afternoon will transition over to the holy shit bracket. Those stories will run for 24 hours. So, vote as much as you can, share it, get as much hype behind this machine as we can, so that we could turn this into a every year. I would also love to try and run something along this same line again come October for National Pizza Month. For the whole month, just do a crazy bracket of something. Maybe we run this back. If we could replace anybody, we replace them. We can add to it. But primarily this week's episode is focused on this bracket. The bracket is going to, I hope it really, I don't really know if it's going to find who the best pizza in New Jersey is, because that is so subjective. But out of these 32, man, any one of them, there's no Cinderella here that's taking a run. This is 32 heavy hitters. 32 legitimate spots that you cannot question. Any one of these guys wins, nobody's going to be like, oh man, that bracket's a fraud. Right? I've discussed on multiple episodes already about lists that are frauds. Other people have brackets. Other people have lists, right? It's amazing. You do what you got to do. If you could get the hype behind it and your list goes viral and your list takes over and somebody's reading your list, I'm reading your list, right? So I'm checking out every list that I find. And I'm just using it all. It's all just data points. Just putting as much content out there, and I'm just reading it all and taking it all in. So the next time you hear me, we will be in the third round of this bracket, and we will probably be, I don't know, maybe 34 slices deep into the tracker. So like I said, we're going to do, I'm going to post the bracket. You could fill it out. Send that over to thepizzahulk@gmail.com. I will file all of them. And on the slice tracker, you can just DM. You could DM me, or you could just answer in the story that I post when I post it to Friday the 1st. Probably going to post that up. We're going to start it right away. You could send your guesses. I will also save those, and we will, if I have multiple winners that get there, it's the closest without going over. Multiple winners, I'll send out multiple prizes. I don't really care. Sponsors are cool with it. We will go. Like I said, I'm still working on another sponsor. I'm trying to get a sponsor for the show. Hey, if you know anybody, or you yourself want to participate in either one of the raffles, or just being a sponsor of the show, right? I'll rock your merch. We'll talk about it. Sticker will go up on the wall, and I'll hype you up. So, until next time, I bid you adieu. We say farewell. And thank you. As always, thank you. Don't forget, please don't forget, you can buy your own merch. The link is below, and it is also at the end of this video, and it is in my bio on the Instagram, all right? So support your boy. Every little bit helps, right? And for now, peace out, everybody. Thank you.